that I may not be laboring like a fool, that I may not be laboring like a fool. Show me things you've hidden for years to come. Show me things hidden. Yes. And God said, let us make man in our image and after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fishes of the sea, the fowl of the air, and every creeping thing that creepeth upon the face of the earth. About 2,000 years ago, little Jesus, even in the book of Ephesus, was seen to be drawing from a source that up till now, not everyone is able to have a recourse with. This was the premonition that set in motion a body of people whose belief system stems from a system systematized by the only wise God. This is it. It's happening again, and guess what? Just like dollar keeps rising, this will keep happening till Jesus comes. There is something this forms in a man. It's a form of information that keeps you abreast as to the next step to your rest. Because there's really nothing out there. All you need is to look at what the inner man is telling you. And even though we listen but do not judge yet, try not to look like a crook. For your salvation story isn't complete with just the booming on your face. It isn't complete with that. But with what we can see you to be grooming even in your race. Can I tell you something? Growth is a process that you cannot afford to take a recess from if you want a different level of success. Growth is indeed a process that you cannot afford to take a recess from if you want a different level of success. And yes, God organizes some internal processes in the human psyche for future movement and maturity. We see this in a child who wants to learn how to walk, a teenager who wants to learn how to drive, a 30-something-year-old mom who wants to learn how to establish more in her business and be a better mom, or a middle-aged man who wants to learn how to fly. This is one of the designs of God for our growth, expansion, and advancement. And God blessed man and said, be fruitful, multiply, replenish the earth and subdue it. Have dominion over the fishes of the sea, the fowl of the air, and every creeping thing that creepeth upon the face of the earth. Can I tell you that God is a God of numbers? It would interest you to know that a wise man of God once said that God is so interested in numbers that even in the Bible there is a book of Numbers. And without growth, it is absolutely impossible for you to attract numbers, even in your bank accounts. See, it's high time we started to believe that learning to walk is less about the falling and more about the experience with the Father. Him smiling, us trying. Him encouraging us losing balance. Him dusting us off and telling us to do more and try harder. Encouraging us to go further, push further. This is one of the drive that tells us who we are and whose we are. Yes. See, you're definitely not telling a lie when you say that you know there is an able God that calls forth light without connecting cables but the word. I mean, that's certainly a level of faith. But permit me to open you up to another level that not even the devil can try to meddle with. Has it occurred to you that faith is like a factor that connects you to a source of breath? The just shall live by faith. Does that ring a bell? So your faith is your life. Help your faith grow. Help your faith grow. Help your faith grow. For this determines the strength of your family, if at all they will live happily. The essence of your business and existence to a greater extent. And of course, the fatness of your account balance, like a prince in a palace. So no need for unnecessary kitikata. For the blessings of the Lord make it rich without you engaging plenty rogodinyo. Hello? You are still an omoinyo. So put your aniyo on the abiyamo that gives you all you desire without requesting for any urgent 2K. See, If you must look interesting like a money bouquet, then your life must be completely given to God without being fake for the sake of what is at stake. Brethren, I count not myself to have attained, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth for those things which are before me. I press on to the mark of the prize of the high calling of God in Christ Jesus. See, it is pertinent for you to understand and for you to reckon with who you are and whose you are. To reckon with how you were created and why you were created. If you must identify with your identity, then you must walk in attunement, alignment, and assignment. And if you decide not to add value to your life, then OPay may not pay you. Even Kuda wouldn't help you cool down. At this money point, Palm Pay wouldn't bring that money on your palms to pay your bills. And even at the zenith, you may not be able to access that guarantee that you will come out of infidelity to access Wema. There are levels to this growth. There are levels to this growth. Learning to walk is a level of growth. Learning to run is yet another level of growth. And of course, learning to fly and soar higher like an eagle is yet another level. So permit me to ask you, what level of growth would you rather be on? Thank you.